All right. Hello, everyone. This is Membran. Welcome to my teaching channel where learning is fun and simple. Our lesson today would be about teaching number sequence. This is very important for young children. It will incur early numeracy as well as continuous numeracy for school agers. All right, our goal today is very simple. So that was good. That was my new exploration. And but this one was wrong because the turtle should swim forward, not backwards. I don't know if they can swim backwards too. Okay, the goal is to master the sequence of the numbers from 1 to whatever. All right, so always remember that the number system is always infinite. Okay? Unending. All right, so it will allow the children to count on or count back. So, and this will also develop the skill in some essential strategies for addition and subtraction. So, it will be developing a lot of other skills for young children. Okay, so if I am going to introduce this to, let's say, kindergarten, I am going to have all of these strips, number strips, on the board. Maybe I can use my computer or maybe I can use my smart board. It depends on what particular classroom paraphernalia you have. So, but if you have a green board, a white board, you prepare this on a strip. So you have 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. So you let them count. Verbally, everybody would be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. until you get to 30. Now, if you are if you are teaching preschoolers, 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 is but enough. The rest will go to, let's say, high five or kindergarteners. They can already master 1 to 30. They can count successively. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Others may be able to say 10, 20, 30. It should be part of your morning meeting. Okay? All right. So now we will do right away the first few numbers. One, if you want, you can have the number strips again, put it on the board or as an accompaniment, or maybe you can have it on the board and then while doing this, you have the missing numbers. So we will start, children, we're going to start from 1. What is the next number after 1? Then 2, and then you have to write it down, 2. And then after 2 is, yeah, you have it here. But now the next number is missing. What's the next number? All right. And what is the last number? Who can tell me? All right, now, because our number strip is done, let us read all together. My turn first. Always use my turn and your turn so that there will be an organization or a structure in your classroom. All right. And not everybody is talking at the same time. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now your turn, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I would have only all boys. And then I will also have all girls. Good job. I think the girls have louder voices than the boys. All right. I'm going to call one from the boys. All right. Let's say Jonathan. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So everything else will be on the board. Now, of course, they're going to think about, oh, why is it only why did teacher only call one boy? Teacher, maybe one girl would raise her hand and say, teacher, can I read too? Sure, you can. All right, now read, 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 read. You know what that means to them is that they can already recognize the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you have filled out all these bubbles also. All right, you have filled out all these bubbles. Maybe in the next slide, I'm going to because I only have several bubbles then. Okay, so I am going to minimize my screen so I can use my wonderful tool, which is my favorite is always red. And then, all right, that's probably enough. So you have six, let's say you have a support on the board on the other part of your wall or any part of your classroom. All right, so now you have we are done with five, right? So what is next to five? Six. Good job. So you have six here. What's next to six? All right, seven. I'm going to write seven like a line from heaven goes down. That's seven. Remember when we were when I was modeling how to teach number formation. You should have all those chant in mind also. All right, after seven, you have that number. What is this number? Eight. All right, good job. There are two zeros. One zero on top, another zero below. That is eight. Now, look at the chart here. Look at the number strip here. What is next to eight? You have nine. All right, I will have a circle and a line. All right, what number is this? That's number nine. I'm going to make it a little bit, this is too thick. All right, so I'm going to write the number nine again. I will have a bubble and a line down. That's number nine. Good job. Oh, what? After nine, you now have 10. All right, I'm going to write 10 also. 1 and 0. Now you go back. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So you let them recall again. Go back. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you let them read. Now, my turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your turn. They read 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then call by groups, and then call individual. All right. So it would be a lively lesson then because everybody will be contributing something. There will be interaction. Maybe you can even call them and write it on the smart board if you have the smart board. Or if you do not have it, the chalk can also be one of them. Or let's say you are using paper or the strips, then you can also have it. One time I even used bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they're going to count and then write the number. So it depends on how strategic you can. Anything that will make or help the kids recognize and instill in their mind succession or sequence would be help. All right, now, I do not know what number would this be. So you have the last slide we have was 10. What is next to 10? Teacher, I know. What was it? 11. How do we write 11? Oh, teacher, I will be writing 1 and another 1 because 10 is 1 and 0. And now 11 is 1 and 1. And then we have 1 and 2. What's next? All right, then you have all of those stuff that you have in mind, all of the interaction that you can create. 13, 1, 3, 1, 4. What's next? All right, you write it down. All right, 1, 5. You can even leave it this way. And then you go back to 1 to 5, 6 to 10, and then 11 to 15, and then stop. Next day, you're going to review first the first 2 or 3 that you have done during the first day. Remember, do not teach a very long lesson for preschoolers, kindergarteners. Don't lump all the numbers together just on the first day. It could just be 3 slides and then keep on saying, okay, you read, one reads, another one read, choral, group, whatever. All right. So now we have 1, 5. Ooh, what would be next? Oh, teacher, it's 16. All right, we call this 16. What number is this? 16. So you have 1 and 6. What do you think is the next one? Somebody would eventually say 17 or 1 and 7. Good job. Now you have 1 and 7. What is next? Call people to tell you 1 and 8, or we call it 18. Good job. So now 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. Right? Now let us read straight. 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, what's next? What's next? Go back to your number strips. 19, and then we have 20. So you have 1 and 0. Now you have 2 and 0. All right, go back to that slide and say this is how you write 20. 2 and 0. Now, let's read all our numbers. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Your turn. 16, 17, etc. Then call a group. Normally, I just call boy group, girl group. Whatever. Those are some of the things that I usually do. And then I will call those that are very shy. This is the time that you're going to call them because it's kind of like repeating what has been done. All right. Now let's go to the next slide. So we have 20 here, 2 and 0. What do you think would be the next number? You can use this one, flash it. We already done here. Next one is 2 and 1. We call that 21. All right, 21. And then we have 22. What do you think would be the next one? 2, 2, and then you will have 2, 3. And we call this 23. And we call this 24. 2, 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4. So remember, numbers can go together too. What would be the next one after 24? All right, it would be 25. All right, 25. If you are looking at the sequence, you will have 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5. What do you think the next one would be? 2 and 6. All right, 26. Now, take a look at all your numbers. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Good job. So, are you thinking about what numbers go together? Yeah, they usually do it in pairs too. After 10, you're going to do it in pairs. So when we mean pairs, there are 2 of them. There are 2 of us. All right, so we're done. Call them by group, individual, call the shy ones too. All right, now. Uh-oh. All right, so we have 25, 26. What is our first number here? Somebody would say 25. All right, 25, 26. So 2 and 5, 2 and 6, and then 2 and 7. And then 2 and 8. Wonderful. And of course, the last one is 29. All right, now I'm going to read everything for you, okay? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Your turn. Read. 26, 27. Point at them so that they will know what number you are pointing at. Okay? All right. Now, you by group and then by individual again, you call the ones that are not usually they're scared to say something. Help them too. All right. Okay, let's try one more. All right, let's try one more time. And these are higher numbers. This will be for kindergarteners. So you have 34. What is next? 35. All right. If they do not know. Or, so I think I said we're going to stop at 15 for, or 10 for preschoolers. Next day, you're going to do the same thing again, 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10. But all of those that you have had in there right now, next day, you're going to fill out 2, you're going to fill out 4, and then you have 1 missing and 3 missing. So it's just kind of like that. Now, this time around, so you have 34 and 35, you might not be using this anymore, but you can always buy the whole 100, the whole number of, the whole number that is 1 over 1 to 100. Okay? 1 to 100. So you can use that also to help them with 34, 35, and more than. Okay? Also, you can have, you can also work on by strips. Let's say today we're just going to have 34 to 38. Okay. Next day we will have this. So please do not introduce um the whole number system. That would confuse them. It will not stay in their memory. Okay. All right. So we are going to have 35. So 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7. Oh, that is not wonderful. 3. All right, I'm sorry about that. And 3, 8. Okay, so they come in 2, right? 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, and then you have 3, 8. So you can devise a way any way that you can skip one. These are higher numbers already, so you can start 50, of course 50, and then 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and so on. So I am going to have the rest of those number series or number strips using the number strips. Can I call you a little bit? And until you get to 100. All right. So that is how teaching sequence is with little kids or young children. All right. Now we have 1 to 100. Yep. You can have all the missing numbers. If you want, you can use the same number, but then skip those that are in there today. Skip it next day, just to master all of this. This could be 1 week lesson. All right. This could be 1 week lesson, and you have enough things to discuss. Please do not rush the kids. This is a 1 week lesson, so you have a lot of exercises to deal with them. They could write maybe in the middle of the week. You can help them write or read maybe the next time.
Thank you for watching and learning how to teach sequence to our little ones.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have a nice day. Please subscribe to my channel so I'll be inspired to do more modeling and videos sharing with you in the future. Thank you, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.